welcome to the Daggum podcast. I'm your host, Coopbacca. Joined alongside me here is our co-host, Crossbow Dan, and our co-host, Jermalee. Today we're going to be discussing episodes 4 and 5 of WandaVision. I'm going to start with you today, Jeremy. First impressions of episode 4.
I had a blast with episode 4. It got really real, obviously, kind of towards the end. Because I should have probably recapped myself by watching episode 4 since I watched episode 5 twice, but 4 Rambo gets thrown out, right?
Yeah.
5, yeah.
Yeah, that's where she wakes up in the hospital.
Yeah. I really like when, I don't know, the whole episode is great. Fucking Wanda's pregnancy going from, nothing to having the babies in 3 seconds flat. Like, being a dad, it's pretty realistic. Like, I mean, obviously it doesn't happen like that, but it's like, I don't know. It
kind of like a metaphor where it's like, it just flies.
Yeah, it does. Like, it's stupid. You think, one minute your woman's telling you she's pregnant, next thing you know, you actually have the kid, and it's like, wow, you're a motherfucker. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Again, the show just keeps getting better. I'm liking more of that now. It's like, again, the newer era stuff. Like, again, the vintage stuff was cool to watch, fun to play on, but I like watching it more in the newer settings.
Me too. Yeah, I think it's getting better. Dan, first impression of episode 4.
So 4 is basically the expositionary episode, right? It's just like explaining what's going on, like in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like forget her name, but she was in Thor.
Yeah.
Her coming in and just being like, she did a really good job. I think in this episode actually made her a better character than I like even in Thor than she was. I like bringing it back from a movie that was, a while ago too. It's like, oh yeah, this character is still here. Like she was in the other Thor movies, of course, or at least one of them, but we haven't seen her in a while. Yeah. Just thought it was a lot of exposition, but like good exposition. So obviously now we know, or at least we have an inkling of what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you, Coop?
I liked it. It seems like it's getting better and better every episode. It's getting like more interesting every time because it's just like slowly pulling away layers of like what the hell is actually happening. And I was actually kind of shocked. I was like, holy shit, they're just going straight for like when the blip comes back, like, and everybody comes back. I was like, oh yes. I was like, I love how they're just like bringing it all kind of full circle. This is what's happening when this all happened, because I feel like we didn't get much of like what happened in between people disappearing and people coming back. Like we kind of just got that, what was it, like that 2 years later in Endgame, where it was talking about like them recovering from everybody disappearing after it happened. Was that right? Was it 2 years later, or where like they're all in the kind of looks like an AA meeting where Captain America is just like in that.
Yeah. Well, so the blip set, like, so that takes place 5 years after, but this is
okay.
Yeah, the 2 years is because the whole mother dies 2 years after she blipped, right? Or 3 years? I don't remember.
It's like 2 years, I think.
But yeah, I thought it was cool. They introduced the kids in there. That was fun. And at the very end, you could kind of tell Vision was like starting to pick up on something being off. He's like, what's actually happening here?
Mm-hmm.
And check, no, this is our home. Because he's like, where are we going to go? Like, no, we're not going to go anywhere. And then obviously in episode 5, I liked it. I don't know if you heard anything about it, Dan, but I mean, me and Jeremy talked about it a little bit. But episode 4, for whatever reason, got shit on quite a bit.
I mean, it was kind of a non sequitur. Like, it doesn't really fit in the sequence of episodes, but I thought it was fine.
See, I don't know. I feel like people would get really bored if they just kept going with Wanda, though. Like, I think that's where you kind of need that break. So I liked it. People are just assholes.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird. It's like, I don't know. They're starting to explain what's happening, so I'm not
One thing
mad.
One thing I really fucking enjoyed was the relationship between Wu and Kat Dennings' character. Like, it was just, I don't know, it was really cool for like a little professional relationship.
Yeah,
I like both the characters, so.
Yeah, Randall Park's the shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on to episode 5, having watched it today. Jeremy.
Yeah. Fucking, I don't know. So I love episode 5 even more. Like, Rambo's character just going off and like figuring shit out. You got, like you said, Vision's just finally catching on what the fuck's going on with everything. I don't know. Yeah, there's not much.
You're not even gonna talk about the cameo at the end? What?
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I was trying to think all the other stuff, but like, okay, again, even another example, like the fucking kids growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a kid, 7 years. Jack's fucking 7. He's already 7. Like, again, I know it's happening episodically, and they need to do it like at a quick pace, and she's got reality warping fucking powers and shit.
Well,
But it's like such a fucking, I don't know. Again, it sticks out to me because I have children.
What I found interesting is it seemed to be the children's choice to grow up.
No, yeah, it is, which is
at
cool.
That point. And then you wonder, like, is it really Wanda controlling her kids almost? Because her magic doesn't work on her kids to make them stop crying either. So it's almost like her magic doesn't work on her kids and doesn't work on Vision.
Right. So
same. So.
Yeah, the one thing I was going to mention about this episode is, like, so especially through episode 3 and most of the episode, or even episode 4, and then had like pretty much till the end of episode 5, I really thought my theory of Wanda being the main protagonist or antagonist in this, like, kind of being true, but she has that part where she breaks down and fucking gets on the couch. Is like, I don't know how any of this started, so I feel like she's still, again, probably a good chunk of the antagonist role, but maybe something else set it off, which was where my theory will die out. But
yeah,
I'm super excited when that happens.
She's mad at the sword director because she feels like he violated Vision's body, and so, but you kind of wonder how she found out where that was and if she's being manipulated.
Right.
Which I still think is the case. And then an interesting wrinkle is the kids don't seem to be controlled by her. And then another interesting thing, in the comics, the kids her children are formed from a piece of the shattered soul of Mephisto. So is he going to be the main villain? And is this his motivation? Is to like possess these kids? Is that the whole goal of this?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see where how exactly all this started and shit. I'm really excited to see that. But
yeah. Dan, what do you think? I know you talked about it a little bit.
Yeah. So first of all, let's talk about how like the references to like they're in like the 90s, 80s, 90s now, I think.
Yeah.
So you saw Full House.
Yeah.
You definitely saw Full House. That was like,
that stood out to me like a son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right away.
The opening was a lot of Full House. I think I saw a little bit of Seventh Heaven. Is
Seventh Heaven?
it? Yeah, maybe a little bit in there.
I feel like
the
it felt.
theme song actually for their opening actually felt like that to me more than like Full House.
It kind of reminded me of Family Matters too.
Yeah, I can see that. Of
course, it's probably gonna like. There's little tidbits you could take from probably all the sitcoms at this point,
yeah,
but
they all are pretty related.
that fucking ending shot with them sitting at the park, it was like, well,
that's
motherfuckers.
100% Full House. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you could tell right away.
Yeah. But so then you have like the kids, the dog. There's something weird going on with the dog and the dog's death. Almost like Agatha didn't want the dog. Also, what's up with her? Like, she seems to be in on it with Wanda more than being manipulated by Wanda at one point, where she's like, should I take this from the top again?
Yeah, do you want me to take it from the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she seems to be more in on it than, like, being manipulated. So that's an interesting wrinkle. Maybe she's the one manipulating Wanda, or maybe she's in cahoots with the ones manipulating Wanda, or she definitely has something to gain, or she feels she has something to gain. I don't know. A lot of mysteries there. Obviously, Vision basically 100% figures out what's going on, which is interesting in itself. And now we know that is the actual Vision's body. So, is he going to be resurrected 100%? I would say the signs point to yes. Definitely because of the scene of like shooting the outfit and being like, oh, this is my Kevlar vest. So you're like, when you take something in there and bring it out, it maintains its properties of, taking it out.
Right.
It is going to be interesting because it's like, did she just take the dead body in there and it's like, all right, I'm going to alter reality, and now, she's just fucking with the dead body? Or is it like if they get rid of this whole reality that she's built, is it just going to be dead Vision again?
Yeah. What about Quicksilver?
Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That was my fucking favorite part is Kat Dennings' character's like, she fucking recast Pietro.
Yep.
I was like, that was fucking fantastic.
So I was confused at first. I was like, how the fuck are they going to handle this? Like,
right.
That's Quicksilver from X-Men.
That's a very fucking perfect way to do it, though.
And they're just like, oh, they recast him. I'm like, okay, well, that's all you had to say.
But I understand now. So the other part with that, though, is you also, like Wanda looks confused when she sees her brother, right? She's like,
yeah,
she's like, she recognizes the presence essentially, but it's like, she's like, this just doesn't quite get it. So maybe it's whoever's fucking started this, whoever has a hand, like you said, Dan has a hand in it, could be the neighbor bitch.
Yeah, there's something fucked going on. Yeah, I really liked episode 5. Again, I feel like it's almost kind of I don't want to like relate it to the Mandalorian, but I feel like it's getting better and better and better like every episode, and obviously as you go back through them, they're all great because you can catch all the little things. But yeah, I'm just super excited to see where it goes. I was, for whatever reason, like when Vision, like when the credits were rolling, and usually like they'll have like a scene in the background, but it's like supposed to be muted, like when the credits are rolling and they're just still arguing. You're like, this is weird. And then they go into the other room and they just start full bore going at it. I was like, damn. I was like kind of nervous for a second. I was like, shit, what the fuck's about to happen? When Vision like starts to fly because he's getting pissed. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, shit's about to go down.
I got really excited there too.
But it makes you really feel for Vision, though. Fuck.
Oh,
he's like...
that was one thing I was going to say, too. I absolutely agree. It's like, I mean, I don't know. Imagine trying to remember back, obviously, before your death that you don't know what happened, and Wanda just gave you these memories of this one place. Like,
She's just telling you what to believe, and he's, like, finding out it's all not real. And he's like, what the hell aren't you telling me? and she just keeps lying to him. Like shit.
Did
I'm
you guys get the kind of sort of joke about the paper towels?
Oh yeah, no, I mean that one was super easy.
I did not actually.
Okay, so Lagos paper towels, right? What was one of Wanda's like biggest mess ups? Think like she's with Captain America and she
Like
throws
the
someone into a
Sokovia
building.
shit. Or yeah,
What was
like in was it Civil War?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right at the beginning
where
where
that
she
happened.
fucking yeah.
It happened in Lagos, and so they're
Okay.
cleaning up a mess. Like
Yeah.
she creates a mess, you clean it up.
Okay. I couldn't remember that it was in Lagos, so that's why I was like,
Yep.
I don't.
Yep.
I guess I
So
didn't get it.
like I'm still like remember what I said I think last episode about how the commercials in her episode kind of tell the story of Wanda's life. I think I'm onto something there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got that. I think you got that right at this point. I was kind of skeptical until this one, just because this is like the first one that happened kind of outside of like her her origin story. You know, like
Yep.
it wasn't just about like a bad childhood / upbringing. This one was more, yeah, straight up her own fault. So.
Yep.
I like how her self-conscious is aware enough to like put these in, you know, or I mean maybe I guess she could be technically doing it herself, but it's like be weird.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm getting pissed because I was trying to talk to Justin about it. He's like, I stopped watching after episode 2. I'm like, that's where you needed to keep watching.
Yeah.
I'm like, the first 2 episodes were just there to like build kind of what themes we're gonna get throughout the show, and then after that, that's where it starts to pick up. And I was so mad. It's like, why? I'm like, you always give me shit with that logic about the Clone Wars not being good at the beginning, but just to push through because it gets better. Bastards. But yeah, no, I'm excited for the next episode. How many total episodes are there?
I think there'll be 10.
Okay.
Roughly.
Right.
What? Yeah.
That sounds right. Like 10, maybe 11. I don't know. It's around there.
Something there.
It's getting crazy.
But fucking the other thing I loved was when Wanda comes out of her, they were calling it a hex in the show, and she's just like, "Fuck off," and it was great.
Leave me alone. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
intense.
Just, yeah.
You notice how she really had her accent, like, when she came out, but she doesn't inside of it.
Well, yeah, I mean it's based off American sitcoms, so it kind of feel like she would, I don't know, maybe try and lose it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too, though.
Yep.
It's good.
I like how. I guess so. The one thing that kind of pissed me off with a little bit of that bit is, as soon as they send the drone in, I knew the director was like gonna have a gun on it and try and take her out. It's like, why the fuck would you do this to someone, again, that you know, I guess I was, because Rambo even mentioned it earlier. It's like, you know, someone that was going toe to toe with Thanos. It's like, you're gonna fucking try and shoot her with a gun or fucking missile. It's like, why?
Yeah, it was kind of a weird choice. I wonder what his role is gonna be. Like, I feel like he's becoming more and more of like a shithead, so I feel like he's got to be playing into something.
And I kind of like, I'm starting to hate these roles anymore, because like I get it, like I really do understand it. Like, this guy's just trying to save this town full of people, but it's like, I don't know, you can't understand other things at this point, especially with all the shit that's happened in this universe.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
But at the same time, I guess in the real world, it kind of happens that way anyway. You don't, I mean, you see all this shit happen around you, doesn't mean you can do anything about it.
What if he's the one that's actually manipulating everything, and just like this was all his decision?
I just don't feel that from him.
Okay,
Like, I mean, I like the idea, kind of. Like, it'd be like a double agent playing both sides kind of thing, but
yeah.
it'd be a really good twist. Because I don't really feel that from him. At least the show hasn't like pointed at it at all, you know. But
Yeah.
maybe.
I keep hearing about a big, like, Luke Skywalker and Mandalorian type reveal at the end of this show, and everybody's trying to I don't even know the fucking term. Trying to call who it's gonna be. I was just trying to think in my head. Yeah. Predict. There you go. I don't even know who it would be. Like, is it just gonna be another one of the Avengers? Or are they gonna like introduce somebody else?
At this point, I feel like logic would dictate probably Strange, right? Like, I mean, that would make sense to come. I mean,
is that really Luke Skywalker level though?
I guess that's true. I mean,
what if it's Tobey Maguire?
Thanos?
You know who is, and they've already pulled one person from a movie he's in. Maybe we get to see Magneto.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, a lot of the people that I read were predicting either Tobey Maguire. Some were saying like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I was like, yeah, I don't know.
That would be a Luke Skywalker level, yeah, for sure.
And in my head, I was like, maybe Tobey Maguire, because I feel like that kind of makes sense if that's going to be kind of a
right, the kind of correlation.
Theme throughout the multiverse of madness. I don't know. That'd be fucking crazy.
What if the multiverse of madness is how they bring in the X-Men, though? And so, boom, Magneto. And she already brought back one family member and recast him.
Yep. It could be interesting. Yeah, because then what? Yeah, if you recast him and bring him out into the real world, then what happens?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I would assume he just stays recast, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
If her clothes if that fucking Kevlar vest changed into some sweet 70s bell bottoms, I don't see why the recast wouldn't stick too.
Well, what about the kids?
The kids in Vision too, like prime example. Like, I mean, and it'd be kind of a cool way if that's how it started, and like she's just trying to like heal Vision, I guess, or like repair him, like through her fucking powers, and like just maybe spirals out of control. It's the only way I can really see it kind of continuing to be her as the full-on antagonist in her own story.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just getting crazy.
There's so many possibilities, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I think that's what's getting me. Is I'm like, I don't know what's next. Like, I can't really predict what's next.
Oh yeah. So the second time when I watched it, actually just before I come down here, I was paying more attention to the scroll. Like you were talking earlier when Vision and Wanda were starting to fight. I'm like, I was trying to like see if I could notice any names that stuck out, but I'm assuming someone's probably already picked through that. I have to go look around for some
Paused
videos.
It frame by frame. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's good. It's getting good. It's getting better too.
Ooh, what if it's Steve Rogers?
That'd be pretty cool.
Sort of Luke Skywalker-ish.
Yeah, especially at this point.
Yeah.
Would be interesting.
And he is alive. We know that.
Evans also did sign on to do more Marvel stuff. I think he signed on. He's in discussion to sign on.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm just like curious. I'm like, who the hell is it going to be? I just feel like it's...
What if it is just Luke Skywalker?
Ultimate reality bending.
Yeah. CGI face and all.
Got it. Figured it out.
It's just literally a toy of Luke somewhere in the background.
That's his name. Nailed it.
Yeah, one of the kids are like playing with it.
That'd be pretty cool.
I just feel like if people are putting it on like that Luke Skywalker level, I feel like it's got to be somebody from the other Marvel movies, like not in this universe yet.
So that's why I'm thinking X-Men movies. I'm thinking Magneto.
All right, let's all establish a guess. I'm gonna say Tobey Maguire. Oh, Peter Parker.
Yeah,
Sticking with Magneto.
I'm going Magneto. Yep.
Okay.
Played by what's his face?
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be so cool. I think
Yeah, I'm all for it.
you know, it'd be kind of cool is if they brought back Aaron Taylor Johnson as Quicksilver, and then like they had a Quicksilver fight to the death or something.
Well,
I'm gonna go with Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yeah, I don't know if I can go original Quicksilver for some reason. I don't know. I just like the idea of it.
okay.
Not that I think it's actually plausible at this point, but
Okay. That's legit. Cool. Well, outside of WandaVision, Jeremy, I see you're wearing your Pokemon shirt.
yeah, I don't do that.
I hear that you may have pulled a fairly good card here recently in the past few days.
I sure did. I don't know if I want to get it down and show the camera, I guess.
He's nervous.
Figuring out where it's hidden. Haha.
Yep. Now he's got to find another spot. That's why I did it. I needed to see where it was.
Haha.
Sorry. Shabam. Check that bitch out. It even looks fucking good on this shitty camera. Look how pretty that is, Dan.
It is the Rainbow Charizard.
You don't have that sleeved, yo?
So I literally keep forgetting every time I go to fucking Target or somewhere to look for hard cases. And I figure there's
already.
It come that way. Like this is like you see how like I'm as dainty as I can be with this card.
Yeah.
How many packs was that?
I don't remember. Like
wasn't that many.
Nope.
Because you had a couple of the Champions Path Tatooine boxes, right?
It was like 4 boxes or so, but it was only the one Champions Path, I think. So.
Damn. Ladies and gentlemen, he almost gave me that box.
I did, because like the way they have them displayed in the plastic, right? You can see like, they stack the cards, so you see half of a pack behind the other packs, and the one pack was shoved behind the front pack, and I'm like, I was really skeptical, even if it had 4 packs in it. And then I saw it, and I'm like, nah, I won't give Cooper that shitty one. And then I fucking didn't. It had a goddamn Charizard in it.
Yep.
And I was so excited.
Because he's like, I bought up quite a few of these. He's like, you can just buy one from me just because there's none left. I was like, all right. And I was sitting there thinking in my head, it's like, if I pull this Rainbow Charizard.
I would have been so pissed, though. Did you open that one already, didn't you? The handwritten box? Okay.
Yep. I would have felt. Like, I honestly would have felt bad. I would have been like,
I know.
I don't want it. You can have it, Jeremy. I don't want it.
I know. Well, it's like, so I keep thinking too, is like, because I got a few more of the Champions Path boxes. If I actually opened another one somehow, I would probably give it / sell it to Aaron for super cheap. Like,
yeah,
get like $50 out of it to kind of get more packs or something. But
eBay.
All right. It would be hard.
$300.
Yeah. I couldn't do that though, because I know Aaron would. I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
Be rude to me.
If it were me, if it was just me, and you didn't give me that box, I would absolutely sell it. Because I'm a piece of shit. Charizard just doesn't hold a super deep place in my heart compared to you guys.
It's definitely reasonable at this point.
Yeah, I never understood why Charizard was like the most popular card for monetary value to pull.
Fucking dragon.
He's not even the coolest Pokemon.
He was one of the coolest Pokemon back then, and he
it's
still
Ash's
is one of
boy.
the coolest.
No.
What do you mean no?
It's not.
Rattata's
How?
better.
Yeah, for sure.
He's the only starter Pokemon that can learn Fly.
Doug Trio is also better. Trubbish is better.
And at this point, I mean, he's such a staple. Like, I mean, he gets every fucking new treatment as far as like evolutions go. Like Blastoise and Venusaur didn't even have VMAX forms going into Sword and Shield, or like right away. I don't even think they were in it until the DLC shit happened.
Did you pull any other good ones other than that Rainbow Charizard?
Yeah, actually, what did I do with those ones?
You got too excited.
I did. This full art Gardevoir V is pretty cool too. It's not as pretty because it's not shiny. I mean, it's obviously it's hollow shiny, but it's not like shiny.
It's not
Pokemon.
Rainbow, yeah.
Mega Venusaur is alright. I don't think it's worth a lot, but it's a cool looking card. I hear you. Sorry. I also pulled a Dragapult V, which is kind of neat. This is one I don't have in Sword yet. Yeah. Oh, hang on. The one that I actually pulled that was actually kind of rare is this Icon. It's another kind of rare hollow. But yeah, I don't know. Nothing great. Or I shouldn't say nothing great. Nothing great other than Charizard and Zycan, I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe Dragapult's kind of rare.
And he's going to be posting a video of the unboxing. He
one day
forgot to do the audio.
My fucking audio, yeah.
Cut out. Something fucking happened when he was recording. But he has the reaction, just not the audio.
So you guys are going to see me freak out and say fuck off to Vance a lot.
Yep.
Without the audio, but.
Yep. You should just like... You should just like re-lip sync over the top of it. I'll just try and say shit in the background just to like make it seem authentic.
That would be pretty good. Dan, you got anything cool lately?
No. I did just haven't started reading it yet, but in lieu of like the new Disney series that's about to come out, just picked up this. Gonna read it first.
The High Republic.
Yeah, gonna get through this before there's supposed to be a series coming out. I'm also trying to work on my comic book skills. I'm actually keeping this as a journal. Trying to make like comic panels, design, kind of like journaling it, so it's gonna be scenes of my own life. Try and draw some stuff in there. Only have one panel done. That's about all I got.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Yep. But I have to finish my other book, Player 2, Ready Player 2, before I get to the High Republic thing. So,
how's that compared to Player 1 so far?
Sequels are always worse usually. So, I mean, it's not as good so far, because like, the writing style, and like you're kind of expecting the twists at this point. Still pretty good.
That's good. Did you like the Ready Player One movie?
I really loved the book. So obviously, with the book, there were just so many more references and stuff.
Yeah.
And little nuanced things, and you can't do that with a movie because licensing is so much harder. So, the other thing I didn't like about the movie is they changed like the first challenge into a race, and from what it was finding this key and like they missed one of the biggest points of the book that I thought was central to the book, and they didn't put it in there. Is the first key was hidden on the one world everyone could access without having to pay, which was like the Scholastic one, where it was like government funded and stuff, so everyone would have a chance to get it. And I thought that was a neat detail in the book that isn't mentioned in the movie at all. So I didn't like that, but other than that, movie's fine.
Yeah, I've never read the book,
I mean, it's not.
so I enjoyed the movie.
You can't read.
It's true. I get that though. Like, I always thought it was bullshit. The whole line of the book is always better than the movie. I always thought it was bullshit until I read a book, and then they came out with a movie, and I was like, yeah, that sucked compared to the book. Like the Maze Runner series.
Yeah.
I went and watched the first movie. I had never read any of the books. I was like, I really fucking love that movie. So then I was like, now I'm gonna go read the books. So then went and read Maze Runner, and then the Scorch Trials was the second book. And I fucking loved the Scorch Trials. And then they came out with the movie, and I was so disappointed. It's like, that was nowhere near the book. But then I was like, yeah, now I kind of understand why people always say the book is always better than the movie. Because there's just those details that you're imagining throughout the whole entire book that you're like imagining in your head that they're just completely skipping in the movie. And so I can imagine it was like that with the Ready Player One.
Yep. There's like one exception to that. I would say the Lord of the Rings movies. And this is a tough sell because the books are great as well. The movies are just as good as the books. I will not say one is better than the other, but they are just as good.
When weren't they written like verbatim to the books?
There are minor details and changes, obviously. Some stuff's let out. A few things are added in. But I would say that the movies are just as good as the books.
Yeah, it's probably one of the only rendition or the times that I think that happens. But I would agree, yeah.
And what is his name? Peter Jackson?
Yeah.
He was, from what I heard, like he was so focused on staying as close to the books as he can. Like, we're going to make as many scenes from the book come to screen. Like, we don't want to take any shortcuts. And, that's why there's those, like, 4-hour cuts of the movie. Because it's like, if you want the full book experience on screen, here you go.
Yep.
I feel like they're probably a lot more digestible, too, than the books. Because aren't the books, like, really hard to read?
The books are hard to read, yep.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson also includes a lot of little details that are in the books, but like go without mentioning, like just Aragorn wearing Boromir's gauntlets for the rest of the film after he dies. Right? That's who dies, right? Is that, did I get the names right? I don't know.
I don't know.
Boromir.
Boromir. There, I thought that's what I said. Yep. Where's his
You said
gauntlet?
you said Faramir. I was like, Faramir doesn't die.
Okay. Yeah. Well, whatever.
But you're close. I'll give it to you.
Yep. Yeah. So he dies, and then Aragorn wears his gauntlets. The rest of the film, that happens in the book too, but you never really see it mentioned. But it's just a neat little visual detail that was in the books, also in the movie. I think they do have to leave a few things out, but they get mostly everything, that like all the main scenes. The Hobbit's a little different. They actually had to add stuff in. That's why I will put the Hobbit as a book probably above the movie. But the Lord of the Rings are just as good. That's really the only situation where I can think that statement doesn't hold true.
Yeah.
But yeah, not like 99% of the time, the book is better than the movie, and that other 1%, it's usually just as good as the book. It's not Never is the movie ever better than the book, usually. Even like the novelizations of Star Wars are better than the movies of Star Wars because there's so much more detail and character development in them.
Well, those novelizations are so interesting because like um they're essentially giving the script to the author and saying, okay, write a
Fill in the
book.
blanks. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And so like some of the story isn't always exactly the same, so it's kind of interesting. Like you get to almost like watch a movie over again made by somebody else.
Yeah.
I really want to read the Alien novelizations because I've heard that those are like really good, but like a little bit different than the movies.
Yeah.
Like, speaking of Alien,
Where did you get that?
I got it off of Entertainment Earth. Yeah, it's huge. It's made of foam, but feels like pretty durable foam. So like the tail and like the little fingers have like little wires in them, so like you can bend them a little bit. But I don't want to do that too much because I feel like with foam and like paint over foam, I feel like it'd crack really easy.
Right.
So I probably won't. I just want to hang it on my wall somewhere. I tried scaring my dogs with it, but they didn't give a fuck.
Whatever.
But then my giant Pennywise, when they saw that, they fucking ran for the hills. They're like, nope.
Don't
Fuck
fuck with
that.
clowns.
Nope. It's fair. It's fair enough. You can see my first order stormtrooper with a gold stormtrooper helmet right there. You can see Eric Stormmonger or Eric Killtrooper there. Put Killmonger's head on the gold stormtrooper. Because I just needed to get shit off of my desk for a minute. And I just thought it'd look kind of funny. I tried recording an unboxing of my gold stormtrooper and Killmonger, and it just got fucked, so I just gave up. That's the best thing you can do in life. Give up.
Yep.
There's no hope. We all die.
There is
Someday.
another though.
What?
There's another hope.
What's the other hope?
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yep.
I don't think so.
Pokemon or death?
Yep. Yeah,
Death by
fair.
Snowstorm. That's really only hope.
Is Charizard your favorite Pokemon, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'd probably say so.
Alright, so tell me this. Who is your favorite starter besides the original 3?
So let's see. That's kind of a tough one. I probably have to lean towards Totodile. I know he's still pretty OG, or I mean, obviously he's second gen, but older at this point. I don't know. Feraligator's line's just pretty cool. I like the big old Feraligator. Totodile's adorable as a little alligator.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Cyndaquil's right there with him. I like Mudkip and Trico, Torchic. That whole second, or those were good. I didn't really care for the starters in Gen 4, but I like their evolutions a lot. Like I like Infernape and Torterra. Even Empoleon's pretty cool. Then you go 5th gen. Tapig's cute. Oshawot's. They got really cutesy in that one, and then again their evolutions were okay. Gen 6 was
that X and Y?
Yeah, that's X and Y. So
that was what was his name? Froakie? What's that?
Yeah, Froakie and what the fuck
and then
else
there
is
was
in
like
that one?
that little. Oh fuck!
Why am I drawing a blank so hard on this one?
Was it Score Bunny?
No, Scorbunny's 8th gen.
Oh.
I can't even remember Sun and Moon. Why can't I remember this? Oh, so it's Chespin, Fennekin, and Brokey. And they were okay. Obviously, apparently not very memorable in my mind, because I can remember Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio for Sun and Moon, and then the new ones, Scorbunny, Grookey, and Sobble.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I probably remember, I like Scorbunny, but the others aren't super great in my mind either.
Yeah. Dan, who's your favorite starter? Who?
Agumon. It's a Digimon joke. Jeez, gosh.
I like Agumon, so I can't argue that one, but
I don't know. Squirtle from the originals,
because you like to play your easy games.
Well, I mean, he was the coolest looking.
I picked Bulbasaur.
A fucking lizard with fire on its tail.
A turtle. Do you watch Futurama?
Yeah.
The only thing I only like as much as me is turtles, because we both fall on our back and can't get up.
That's great. That's a great joke. Doesn't mean I think a turtle's better than a fucking lizard with fire on its tail.
Yeah, but you'd be wrong.
And even his evolution is just a giant turtle with 2 cannons versus a flying dragon.
Yeah,
Who doesn't like dragons?
Giant turtle with cans.
Who doesn't like dragons?
Templar Knights.
Fair.
What's the saint something who fought the dragons? I forget.
The people in Shrek.
Ooh, there you go. Donkey.
Oh, Donkey
No,
really
loves him.
Donkey really liked that dragon.
No,
Yeah.
he'd love dragon. That's not the same. You can love something and hate them at the same time.
You're a prime example of that, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah.
Pretty sure for most of us.
I mean, every time I try to date someone, that's exactly what happens. They're like, I love you, but goddamn, I hate you.
You're a good friend, buddy.
That's debatable.
No, I was playing the female in that part.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, they don't even say that though.
Yeah.
They're just like, you're fine.
No. They're like, I love you so much, but I also fucking hate your guts.
Damn. I've never had anybody tell me that.
Yeah, all the time happens.
I don't know what I would do if somebody told me that. Like, okay.
Probably kill yourself. That's what I did.
Just wallow in self-pity.
Mm-hmm. I think
Get
about
the
it.
fuck off. Get out of my life.
It's better without you.
I don't need you, bitch. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah. Fucking great. Cooper,
Cool.
who's your favorite? You said Bulbasaur?
No. That was just who I
Who's your
played
favorite?
in the original 3.
So you took the extra easy path.
Yeah, I didn't realize how easy that was until I fucking picked him.
No one, like that's the thing is everyone that took Charmander knew the grind because it's like you had to grind to beat those first 2 gyms. You either had a fucking level 17 Charmeleon by the time you got to fucking beat Brock, or you fucking didn't beat Brock.
Yeah, I was just rolling through, just like one move. Sweet. My
Anyway.
favorite is Mudkip.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do like Mudkip. I love his fucking Mega Evolution. Just muscle bro Swampert.
Mudkip is adorable and just great, and his evolutions are fun.
Just
Marshtomp. Marshtomp's a little derpy looking though.
Yeah, I feel like the mid evolutions of a lot of them, they always remind me of like a dorky teen, like going through puberty.
And that's probably fair.
So I'm like, they look goofy.
None of
That's
the
right.
originals
It's
were
just a
like that
phase.
though.
It's true. It's true. I wonder
And
why.
even the second ones weren't like that. I'm trying to remember thirds. Well, there would be that one. Mudkip was derpy. Combuskin was kind of derpy. And then Grovyle was. Oh, I think Grovyle was alright. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like that he's probably one of the derpier of the mid evolutions though.
That's fair. That's fair.
Of course, they had Ludicolo in that generation too, and Ludicolo was kind of derpy. Do you know who Ludicolo is?
I don't know if I remember what they look like.
He's a big water grass duck with a sombrero.
Oh. Yeah. There's some weird ass Pokemon out there.
That's fucking fantastic. It was like watching you play and fucking find Klefki was great.
God, it's like this literally is a fucking key ring with like a face.
It's the best part though.
They're just like, all right, guys, we need a new generation. What can you think of? And they're just like looking around the room. They're just like, can we do like a computer mouse? Can we make like a keyboard into something?
The new gen had carts of coal, so
we need one that's just like a monitor.
Rotom's pretty much already taking that role.
I
don't know if you know who Rotom is, but he's an electric ghost type Pokemon, and he possesses things. So like he can possess a lawnmower, and then he'll be electric grass typing, or he can do a stove and electric fire. He's kind of neat.
For everybody that's like, why the fuck doesn't this guy know anything? I don't play much Pokemon, okay? Jeremy's getting me back.
Catch him up one day.
He's bringing me into the cool kids group. If that's what you call it.
That is what I call it. I mean, it's been pretty fun so far.
Yeah. I did a couple card unboxings.
Oh, I watched a couple. I watched one of them.
Here you go.
Just gonna give away codes.
I already used it, bitch.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
No, you're just being a dick.
I know. You said you watched some of the unboxings?
Yeah, the Grookey one? The Grookey tin?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
there was more of those tins there too. I thought about buying one of those, but
yeah. Well, we're kind of rambling.
Yep.
Okay.
Time to kill it.
Let's kill this thing. Let it die. Kill it if you have to.
Like Dan's feelings.
Yeah.
Those are already dead.
Mm-hmm. If you didn't know,
That's
Dan
fair.
is actually just a robot.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more like a rotting corpse.
Yeah.
I know it smell bad though. Do I ever smell bad?
I mean,
I don't know.
sometimes.
You don't ever go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's a thing.
He's got to make up for you who go to the bathroom too much.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to.
What is that? Unbreakable? Where he's like, there's always the opposite of people. If I am like glass, there's someone who can barely ever be broken, and I need to find him.
Right.
That's what's happening with me and Cooper.
Mm-hmm. For how many times I go throughout the day, Dan's like, I'm just not gonna go today.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Freaks me out.
Well, since we're talking about poop, I say we end this shit.
Yep. Pun intended. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.